Welcome to episode 6 of ABC OC TV. We are here today with Lauren with Collective Rentals. Fun fact, Lauren just started her company in June of this year, and she's already taking the world by storm.
So sweet.
So we're super excited to interview her today. Yay. Let's get into the questions.
Let's do it. I'm so excited to be here, you guys.
I know.
So, Lauren, I know you have a background in interior design.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, interior design is definitely my first love, I would say. I went to school for that and was in a pretty competitive program doing interior design and architecture, and thought that's what I was going to do. You know, I thought I was going to have my own firm and I was just going to do that. It's kind of a crazy story how I transitioned. Basically, I was just working at a small firm doing hotels and restaurants, sort of living the dream, but not feeling quite as creatively not as creative as I want it to be. You know, hotels, people don't understand. It's great and it's beautiful and you do all the design, but it could take 2 years for that to be finished. The gratification is just, the turnover is just not what I expected it to be, I suppose. But then what happened was I got in a car accident. This is kind of a wild story. Got in a car accident, started having really weird symptoms, just wasn't hungry anymore ever for 3 months, and couldn't sleep, was nauseous, all these things, headaches. So I went to get an MRI on my brain, and they found a huge mass, a mass this big, which for your brain is crazy huge. So that alone just sort of put everything in perspective for me. It's okay, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my career? How can I be more fulfilled? I'm totally fine, by the way. Totally fine.
Yeah, I'm surprised
it's scary.
Yeah, it's totally fine. It's just a funny little thing, but it made me think about life and everything that I wanted to do. And I knew that I wanted to have my own business, but I just wanted to be more creative. And I wanted to work with people like you guys more, because at the end of the day, the hotel industry is older gentlemen with lots of money that aren't creatives. And it's I just wasn't feeling fulfilled in that. Yeah. So I was sitting on my sofa one day thinking what am I going to do with my life? And I can't be a planner because you guys are amazing human beings that are literally superhuman, and I could never, ever, ever do it. I want to be able to do it.
Be a good planner.
That is not true. That's not true. I wish, but it's not in the cards for me, and I know that, and I feel it's good to know your strengths and your weaknesses, and I couldn't be you. You guys, I'm so in awe of you. But I was what can I do to be a part of the creative process? So thought about it, obviously love furniture. How can I transfer my skills? And I thought, I don't know, if I just had a warehouse full of rad furniture, and then if people would let me design when I could, how awesome would that be? And it just came to me. I don't know. It's totally the universe. It just was one of those things that just came. The brain thing ended up being fine. I'm totally fine, but I'm so glad the course that it took me on, because now I'm here hanging out with you cool ladies. So it's it's been great. It's been a journey though, and I still love interiors, but it's been a journey.
Yeah, sometimes you need that adversity to take you on a new path. I love that. It's true.
It really just forced me in a different direction. So yeah.
So I love your name, Collective Rentals. Yes, what is behind that?
Oh, okay. So that was painstaking. You know how it is when you're naming a company. It's what do I do? And I went through a lot of different things, but I think the goal of our company is really about collaboration. And to me, we want to be always on the cutting edge of everything. And how that happens, I feel is that you have someone with a design eye, you guys with design eyes, and then you guys are sort of the leaders of the industry as far as what you present to your brides, what becomes popular. That's the liaison, is really the planners, I felt So I wanted to make sure that everyone knew that this was a collaborative process, not only during the event and for the event, but 2 years from now, what do you guys want to see? We want to be able to source whatever is innovative in your mind so that we can be trendsetters sort of together. And I need you guys, you need us, but let's always be looking forward. So Collective is about that collaborative experience, and making sure that the head leaders of the industry, that we're all on the same page and going in a very innovative, fun direction. So that's what it is. It's literally about collaboration. That's what it is.
I love that.
Yeah.
As you collect and then you get new stuff, do you plan on selling the old stuff?
That's such a good question. So I said, we just,
work?
Yeah.
Otherwise it would just be warehouse, building.
Yeah. And I don't want it to get too big. And I say that now being new in the business, but I think when it gets too big, it gets a little bit muddled. Like your brand gets a little bit muddled sometimes. So I want to eventually have some sort of like give back to the community situation where maybe we use some of the older pieces for really budget brides, or like not even budget brides, that's the wrong word, like lower income. So like to do maybe like a wedding for a lower income person and have sort of like a separate set of furniture that we can use for that, and also selling it to people that really want a really rad sofa but can't spend the $4,000 on it. Like that could be something every year that we gift to someone that's lower income. So that's the goal, is to be able to.
I love that.
Oh,
so and I never cried. That's awesome. That's amazing. I feel like there needs to be more of that, like in this industry.
Yeah, I feel like we've all been in that position where it's like you don't have the money for that fabulous thing, but I think a space, especially like we're women, and like the collection is, I wouldn't say it's feminine, but it's geared towards weddings and events. And I think how important that is for like your space to feel like it's a reflection of you, and like what a cool way to do that, like to gift that to someone. So yeah. So hopefully it'll get, recycled or used in a great way.
I want to buy.
I know, right?
I would like to buy.
Maybe add it to the
We should have auctions every year or something. And then maybe like the proceeds can go to lower income. I don't know. We haven't figured out the kinks yet. But
I love that.
That's the goal.
I knew you approached me right before I met you, but I didn't realize it's actually like you had just started your company. Like that's actually crazy.
Yeah. So that was the first round. Like I sent you that email. And you actually didn't respond for a while. But it's totally fine. I get it. It was like peak season though. Imagine like I was kind of dumb opening in June, but also it's like we were ready to go. Like so many people now are like just now getting back to me like, hey, it was a really crazy season. Like August we're finally
and now they know who you are. They're like Collective Rentals.
True. Yeah, I hope so. That's the goal. So I think the first round, like I said, since it's so much about the collaborative process between planners and creatives, that was the first round. It's just like looking at people literally on the internet, like Knot and Wedding Wire and Google, and just, trying to find people that I thought would be a good fit with the brand. And then doing a personal email and saying, hey, here we are. Like, here's the catalog, here's our roll glow chairs. Nobody has them. It's just about like creating conversation. And that's it. That's literally the only part of the marketing we've done. We have 2 more phases still, but it just sort of, the response was so great that I don't want to take on too much and not be able to like give the attention that I need to everyone. But like I have to build my team now and make sure that everyone is ready to take on the rest of the marketing. But it's just like me emailing you or calling you and then seeing you at an event and introducing myself. That's really been it. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, those relationships are everything.
Yeah, very, very organic so far. So
I love that.
How is your team building?
It is.
How is that working out?
Oh, it's going great. I'm so lucky because my like head honcho number 2 ride or die, we actually went to design school together. Cool. We went to design school together. She's an interior designer as well.
What school was that, by the way?
Cal State Long Beach Interior Architecture.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a BFA program. It's like 7 years long. You have to submit a portfolio. Like, it's crazy. So we went through all that together, became really good friends. Actually brought her onto one of the firms that I was working at for interior design, so I know that we work together so well. But she is like a design genius. Like, to me, she can take anything and put it together in a way that no one would expect or could never even dream of, and it's always so, so, so beautiful. So I trust her 100%. She's my design coordinator. She's my go-to girl for everything. And then, gosh, obviously my logistics manager, he handles everything seamlessly on that side, and I feel like that part of it's so important too, because you know how it is, like day of, like it needs to be dialed. And then I have my marketing associate, Andre, who is like the little love of my life. He's there with me literally every day, doing the day-to-day grind. And then I have a group of like 2 or 3 sales girls that I need to expand on. So hopefully that'll be coming soon, that we can start expanding the sales team. But it was really important for me to be a part of like all the events and like be communicating directly with you guys, because we are so new, and I want to set the tone, A, and B, like I want to have relationships with you. It's not like so many people are like, oh, vendors, they don't ever come to these things, and they always send their sales rep. Like they're so surprised that I'm running the business, and it's like, but like it's your business and it's your brand, and it's like, don't you want to represent yourself and get to know you guys, what you need?
Yeah, because you're the face of the company.
Yeah, absolutely. And then again, back to like you know, the trends, and like I want to be in communication with you guys because you know what's coming next. So I don't want that separation. So it's going to be interesting trying to find the sweet spot because I'm always going to want to be involved, you know?
We're the same way.
Yeah, it's hard to let go. It is. So we'll see. We're so new that it's just, hopefully it happens organically.
It's pretty big. Like, you actually have a lot of people helping, which is nice.
Yeah, I'm blessed. Like, hashtag blessed. I hate to say it, but like, it's so true. Yeah, and it's all people I've known for like 10 years, you know? So it's solid. My team,
So tell us about your design process. Every rental company does it a little bit differently. Some of them do like just an invoice, or some of them will do like a mood board, which I think we appreciate a lot as planners. Or do you like working with the planner? Do you like having the client in the showroom? What's your process like?
That's a great question. So I'm surprised it's been a little bit all over the place. I love to do a design board. Like that's like what I want to do. You know, it's like if you give me a concept and you're like, hey, it's this, I'm going to go crazy over that. Like, that's one of my favorite things. So we always do design boards, typically right off the bat, but it's not always required. So some planners come in, they're like, I want this. I'm handling the design, and that's fine. We love that client too, but we love it. We love to be a part of the design process in that way. So we do have, you know, like a really cute invoice that has all the little things so you can see it all, but I prefer to have like the complete lounge set, you know, even like if you can give me the images of the florals, or like even some people will send the Pinterest board and say, just go. And that's my favorite, you know? That's what's fun for us. And then it's been great for planners too, because sometimes like they just don't have time. I don't know, it's either time or energy. There's so many different types of planners. It's like the ones that love to design and don't get to enough, or the ones that really don't, like, that's not their thing, and they would rather someone creative do it. So it's been interesting finding the balance. But it's great. We love to do design boards.
Do you guys have like a showroom as well?
Yes, our showroom is in Carson, so we have a cute little office, and then a big old warehouse full of really gorgeous furniture. You guys are welcome to come. I know Annie's been before. We're in Carson, so we have it's a full-fledged situation. Sometimes people are like, oh, you're so new. Like, do you have a space? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I've slaved for that space. Yes, we have a space. And like, yes, we have 200 of everything, you know? It's like they're a little bit surprised. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you built...
Not everyone does.
Right.
Or even a space where you could mock it up. A lot of places don't have that, which is a really big deal.
Totally. Yeah, we have a space where they can like take photos of our lounges and everything. So, yeah. We tried to do it right. We tried to do it right.
No, I feel like you are doing it right, and I think that's why you've grown so quickly. Like quickly. Like so many people I feel like know about you now. And you're working with some huge planners. I see you in LA and Orange County.
Yay!
So it's awesome. I think it really builds value that you have the product. And I know you have some one-of-a-kind products, rose gold ghost chairs, you said? Where did you find that?
The rose gold Louis chairs. So they are nowhere in the United States, actually nowhere in North America. Wow. I don't even know actually where they are because we source them so exclusively. And that's a part of Collective too, is that like I'm a furniture designer too, and that's so fun for us to be able to say, hey, nobody else has it. Like, you know, like, and it's funny, the planners are like, who has dibs on like the first real full scale like design with these chairs? So
oh my gosh, I know. Ooh.
Yeah, right, to debut them.
Were those ones we had at ABC?
Yes, yep.
Oh,
yes.
Oh,
the rose gold chairs.
Yep. Maybe we can insert a photo of your chairs here so people can see those.
That would be so fun. So we want to breathe some new life into it and see. Those are the things that are the biggest risk takers, though, I think, is like, I have 150 of those. So, like, if people didn't like them, that's money out of my pocket for sure. But they do love them, so it's fine. But hopefully, like, as time goes on, like, I really want to do, I'm not going to say it, actually, because trendsetters. But next year, we're going to come out with something else that I'm really excited about. Okay. Very exclusive, not been done before. So, we'll wait for that, too.
That's exciting.
So, what is your favorite current trend right now with weddings?
Ooh. Okay. So I feel like it's kind of a weird one because it's not like a thing. It's not like, oh, rose gold. Or it's more like the intimate weddings that people are doing now. Like the younger brides are going for like the 70, 80 guest count. But then they're like, it's not about budget. It's not like, oh, it's a lower budget. It's usually the same budget, but it's like they really do it right, right? Like I have this one coming up and it's in the middle of a forest in Northern California. And they transformed an entire historic barn and are like, you know, hauling all our stuff up there because they want it done their way. And it's 75 people and it's going to be gorgeous. And that's what I like, is that it's kind of going a little bit more towards, I don't know, like a reflection of the couple. And so sometimes that means like, you know, cutting that guest list in half and like making it more special and are more of a reflection of them. So I don't know how good that is for business, like, right? Because sometimes bigger weddings have bigger budgets, but I just love it. That's the trend that I like the most, is like the intimacy.
So where do you see Collective Rentals in 5 years? What's your 5-year plan?
Ooh, I love a good 5-year plan. My hopes and dreams for Collective Rentals would be that we are so far above the trends, but not so far that you guys don't absolutely love it. Like, I almost expect there to be a lull between what we release and what will become popular. Like, maybe 2 years after we release something, it's like the thing on Pinterest, right?
Yeah.
It's weird to say that because it's not exactly like a business move to say that, but I want to... This industry is so cool, but like the timeline of the trends, it's really long.
Right.
You know? And it's like, I'm also fine with that because it's all beautiful. It always is all beautiful. But I want to always be interjecting something a little bit different within that trend and then like forecasting the next thing. And we're in LA. We should be able to do that, right? Like if creative minds like ours come together, it's like, let us be the ones that they're publishing our stuff in Spain. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I love that.
That's where I'm going with
really
it.
what a trendsetter is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and it's never like the popular thing at the time, and probably I won't sell those chairs, you know, or like rent those chairs for a while. But that's not what like excites me. What excites me is like creating it but in a collaborative process. I'm not just like, oh, guys, like look what I'm doing. No, like you guys know just as much as me. So like, let's come together and like
make it happen.
Make magic happen. Yeah, yeah. So that's the goal.
So, Lauren, if you were not doing this, what would you be doing?
Oh my gosh, so hard. I like live and breathe design, so that's so tough. But I feel like I don't know if you guys are like this too. Like as you're doing the hustle and like the daily grind and you're just doing everything you can to like make your business work and be successful, like a part of me just wants to like sell everything and like have a ranch, like, or like go live in like Maui on like nothing and start a coffee shop. Like, I don't know, like such a, like a simple life where you have like 5 outfits and like a horse. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
5 outfits and a horse.
You know, I don't know.
That's honestly my like secret dream.
Yeah, no, I do. In the back of my mind, I think about it all the time. Like, hopefully one day,
it's like a one-way ticket somewhere.
Girl, yes, and
Mai Tais all day.
That's what I mean. And also, just I think people underestimate. I love to travel and like spent my college years traveling on nothing, right? Like had no money, and it's surprising how the universe always like makes it work. So that just like letting it all go and then just like traveling when you want to and just finding people that you can, you know, stay with or work with or whatever to get through. And it's just, you're so present. And it's like every day you figure out that day, like sign me up.
Thank you, Lauren, for coming in. We loved having you.
Thank you for having me. This is like talking with girlfriends, so it's like easy and fun. I love it.
Well, you're so fun, and you're like so good on camera.
So
thank you. We're very happy to have you.
Thank you.
So, guys, there you have it, episode 6 of ABC OC TV. We hope to see you in our next video. If you did like this, make sure to click the like button and the thumbs up button to subscribe. We make new videos every single month, where we do interview an upcoming sponsor for our next meeting. And we hope to see you at our next meeting, which is going to be an end of summer bash at Lido House, Orange County's newest wedding venue. So very, very excited for that. And we hope to see you soon. Bye, guys. Bye.